Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things CP/disability related. So glad you're here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these videos and would like to see more content. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. So I don't know that I have mentioned before, and I don't think I have, that we currently live in the Philippines. And so disability compared to the US and the Philippines looks different. It looks different everywhere. So I'm going to speak to one specific topic today, which is wheelchairs, or what people do if they don't have access to a wheelchair. So, not having access to a wheelchair is something very common outside of the US. In poorer countries, to have the funds and resources to spend $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 on a wheelchair, it's just not something that is plausible. It's not something that happens. So fortunately, there are wonderful charities like Wheels for the World, which is connected to Johnny and Friends. There's the Free Wheelchair Project. There's different organizations out there to help, but they are not able to do it all. So in our case, when we first got Misty, I'll show you and what she had. So what you just saw is called a Filipino stroller. I think it's the Filipino word is karong. Probably mispronounced it. So this is something that is handmade. We found it on the side of the road, and that's what we put her in at first. The only reason we thought of this at first is because when we picked her up from where she was living previously, that's what they used for her. It's not conducive for taking her to and from places. It's not conducive to even take it outside of the house. It's nice to have something to sit a child in when they're really small, but there's the other thing. They have to be really small. So you're talking about a baby that can sit up to a 1-year-old, and if they're still really small, maybe 2 years old. And the other factor that is hard is it's really low to the ground. So it's hard for an adult to push it around. So it works for a small purpose, it serves its purpose, but it's not ideal. And so we had that for a while, and we used that in the house. We went out and bought a stroller, just a run-of-the-mill stroller. Unfortunately, before we got Misty, I didn't think I would need a stroller again, so I had gotten rid of the nice one we had, and so we just went out and bought an umbrella stroller, truly not knowing what exactly she needed. And so the stroller just had the strap at the waist, and then the strap that goes in between the legs, so like the shape of the T. And so she would flop over, and it was hard for her to sit up. And it had it had fabric, but it wasn't supportive. So again, it filled its purpose for a short amount of time, but it wasn't what she needed. It wasn't comfortable for her. It wasn't supportive for her. It just wasn't the best. Here's the stroller that we used for a little bit for Misty. And so we're like, okay, we'll keep looking into options. And then we heard about Johnny and Friends Wheels for the World. Excuse me. They are an amazing organization, and they are here on the ground where we are in the Philippines. And got a hold of them, and they found a wheelchair that fit Misty really well for a donated wheelchair. You know, really well for something that wasn't custom made to her.
Here's the wheelchair that we got from Wheels for the World. It wasn't custom made for her, but they made sure that it was custom fitted to her specific needs and body.
After we had the wheelchair from Wheels for the World, we ended up buying a stroller off of the Friends. It was, oh, now I can't remember the name. Anyways, it was a nice stroller from the States. It was, oh, City Mini. That's what it was called, City Mini. But it was lightweight. It was big enough for her. It had a harness strap. It handled the roads really nicely. Excuse me. And because she's smaller, it probably would have served her well for a while. But with it was leaning back, so she wasn't fully sitting up. It didn't have a tray. So it had different, you know, things. We're like, okay, we just need to find a good wheelchair for her. So I'll show you the pictures of that stroller now.
Here's the stroller we got from Friends. As you can see in this picture, it fit her well, but we knew this wouldn't last.
As her mother and as somebody that has been researching and looking, this is the happiest I've ever been for her. The wheelchair is called the Squiggle. It's from Lucky. It's a brand, and it's called the Squiggle. I ended up getting it on eBay because they are super expensive, and with our situation right now, insurance is not covering anything. And so, but we were able to find the wheelchair and the tray, and it handles the awful roads really well, really smoothly. We got a ramp built, so we're able to bring it in the house. That's where she eats, that's where she plays. She's able to do all these different things, and she's able to be more independent. You know, because we're not having to like prop her up somewhere or do different things like that. And now, will this be her style wheelchair forever? Probably not. More than likely, once we're able to get to the US, we will be looking into a powered wheelchair of some sort. Because of her not really being able to use her left arm, you can get one arm drives, like where you just drive the wheelchair with one arm. But just not wanting to tire her out and wanting her to be able to excuse me, enjoy life and just go about and do things, we'll probably get her some type of power wheelchair down the road. But we're grateful for what she has now, for sure.
Here is her current wheelchair, which we really like. It has great support, straps to make sure that she's sitting properly, a tray so that she can do different activities, eat, fall asleep on it, as you see here. Just all kinds of different things. We really like this wheelchair compared to the others.
Thanks so much for watching this video about the different strollers and wheelchairs and things that Misty has used. She has been through 5 now, and a little over the year that we've had her. There's a motorcycle going by. We started with the Filipino stroller. We got the little red stroller, just a basic one from the store here. We had the wheelchair from Wheels for the World that ended up somewhat falling apart on us. And then we got the City Mini that we bought off of Friends. And then we finally were able to find her the Squiggle from Lucky, which has been a tremendous wheelchair, and we're still using it for her to this day. So if you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye!